So this is new. I've never seen a wolf spider in this part of the world before, and I have well over 200 hours of gameplay. Um, I'm not sure what part of the world he came from, but I came with that. Yeah, see, look, even that ant's kind of surprised. But I came over here to show you 2 spawn points. I don't know if I somehow did something by creating this, by walling off spawn points. But this part of the garden, if you're familiar with it, the big flat rock where I've got a little kind of outpost stuck there. There's a can with a hot dog wrapper. Usually there's a hot dog, depending on how often you kill that food. And there's the Frankenline. But at this end of the pond, as you can see, there are 2 Orb Weavers. Yeah, she moved. All right, there's another one right there. There's one there. So this is 2 Orb Weavers trapped in a little walled-off area. And I have that entire interior part of the flower bed is walled off. If you've watched any of my previous videos, there's a couple of gaps along the little posts where the Orb Weavers like to go in and out and trade places, but they can't now. So when you kill them, I've had as many as 5 be inside that area around the flower pot until I walled off this section and started killing them again. I don't know how many will spawn in here. I'm surprised there's still 2, but again, they don't take up as much world space as the... Is it weird that I can see through that piece of dried grass right there? Where the shadow is? That's kind of funky. It's like translucent. So, I'm not sure where that wolf spider went to, but that's the first time I have ever seen a wolf spider in this area of the game. And this was my primary hangout for quite some time. Until I built my castle over at the oak tree. Wonder where he's at. Okay, maybe he just was stopping by to say hi to some friends. I don't know. But that is the first time I've ever seen a wolf spider in this area. Orb Weavers all day long. But never a wolf spider. And as you can tell, my gameplay is, I very much like to stay off the ground as much as possible. So, and the rest of the Orb Weavers, I have killed them enough times. Oh, that must be the wolf spider. Headed that way. Let's go peek through my little crack over here and take a look. Yep, I see his legs. That's very interesting. Wonder where his spawn point is. And I saw something yesterday. I didn't catch it on the video, but I saw something yesterday that I thought, the little space, wow, that grass blade just came through the rock. Seriously. I'm gonna have to go clear those out of there. Okay. So the Orb Weavers, ever since I've walled off this area, and I'll run down through there and show you the walls that I've got in place. There's almost always one in the garden. But now they walk the walls trying to find a way in and out of the garden. And I went down there and killed like 10 of them. Between inside the garden and along the walls. And that was just before I created that little walled off section where you saw those 2 trapped. But the next spawn, there was like 8 of them right here, and they were all doing that enemy mine Stargate SG-1 UNAS prayer thing to a blade of grass. But as you can see, there's several Orb Weavers all down through this wall. There one just disappeared off in the distance. And no, it's up here. There is one grassed off section you can't see from here down that way that blocks off a path. Then you have, oh, I missed it, it's right here. As you can see, I have a double wall in that little cut, so they can't go through there. And the other one is right up here. And they've only recently, there's the other little double wall. I made it double, just, I really expected them to attack it, and you can see spider chunks down there on the ground. I made it double just so if they attack it, they would have to put forth twice the effort. But now they've taken to patrolling through this way. Let's see her take a hit on those spikes. Yeah, she don't like those spikes. And yes, that is a bunch of acorn bits down there on the ground. I packed them around forever thinking, you know, as emergency food backup. But no, I realized I don't need them. So I just started dropping them all over there. Stacks and stacks and stacks of them. So, alright, so that's the Orb Weavers and their little walled off section around the garden and the mysterious appearance of the wolf spider over by Alpha Base. So, anything more interesting shows up, and I'll let you know then. Thanks.